If anybody comes, I'll get the one-on-one.
Between two lovely people?
Oh, that was yours? I thought it was somebody else's.
Oh, no. Thankfully.
I still see it though.
Thank you. Yeah, right?
Yeah, they were about to sit on
Could
it.
have been like, fuck that bag.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Performance.
Is Rico back here too?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
It's right there, yeah.
I was saying all week he's gonna kill his fucking body. Just, yeah. Thought that was pretty obvious. The guy's had a bullseye on his abdomen.
People sitting there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So long and slender.
It's kind of sad too.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. It's like a sacrificial lamb for slaughter. Yeah, yeah. But it was fun to watch. I always like those fights. I like watching someone beat the shit. I always like that. No one else. Whenever De La Hoya, Roy Jones, or one of those fighters, Morales, would fight a guy like that and do that to him, I always loved it. Yeah.
Why am I holding this?
When I travel, I'm like, I want to see at least 3 rounds. Well, he's got it.
3 rounds is good. So just, and there were 3 good rounds.
Yeah.
Like a knockdown in every round. It was, he did. I like how he looked. I'm a Canelo fan, so yeah, I like him. I like Jacobs too, so I want to see that fight.
Yeah.
I like both of them.
But either way, I see him against that person.
I don't know. I'm going to ask Oscar, like,
I think
you're not going to
everyone's
make the Lemieux fight, right? Because I'm just going to ask him, why would you make that fight when no one wants to see it?
Yeah.
I hope he does. Hopefully we get Jacobs.
Oh, what's up, Mike?
Front row, baby.
Huh?
Front row, baby.
Front row. Before they kick us out, it's just the same photography. I'm ready.
For the time being.
For the time being. Yep.
I'm just gonna move this really quick. You're gonna be here? Can I kind of?
Oh, hi, you alright? Good, thanks for
Yeah, appreciate it.
Right,
I get it. He's fighting.
It's interesting. There was wide disparity between people who were on site and people who watched it on TV. I got some Jackson people like, shut the fuck up, that was a blowout. So a lot of people were saying that online. And quite frankly, I felt the same way about Wild and Fury. I watched it on site somewhere on TV. People hated it. They thought it sucked. People there thought it was epic. So much is about the atmosphere. Right?
Absolutely. And then some fights might actually be better on TV. I think more boring fights are better on TV.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
The technical style is kind of better to watch on TV.
Totally. You can see what's going on.
Right.
I can see for shit. I'm watching the big board up there.
Me too.
I would rather have better able to see what's going on TV. I prefer it.
But like you said, nothing like being the energy.
Hi guys, we're about to get started. If you guys can take your seats real quick. We're about to get started. Thank you.
I love it. Oh, nice.
Hey guys.
Word, guys. Tough now. Never. Beautiful.
Okay guys, we're about to get started. If you can take your seats, please. You can talk to Ryan Garcia afterwards. Go sit down.
What's up, baby? Ladies and gentlemen, the first of your press conferences this evening. A great night at Madison Square Garden. It was wonderful to see Tevin Farmer walk out as co-main event. It was another masterclass performance, still the IBF super featherweight champion of the world. And I'm going to pass over to the champion Tevin Farmer to say a few words. Tevin.
How y'all doing? I just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. You know, it was a great show, and it was another opportunity for me to show that I am a world-class fighter, and I am one of the best in the world.
Guys, we're going to open to the floor for questions for Tevin, please.
Tevin, you can't. Tevin, you started your career, people knowing you for your defensive skills, your boxing ability, but the last couple fights you've been walking guys down. Why is that?
I'm growing every day, and I started boxing late, so it took me a little more time to develop certain things. And right now, we at the point to where though we can do both.
Tevin, was he better than you expected, or about what you expected when you're in there with him? What did you see? What was your assessment after a few rounds of the guy?
I mean, he was pretty tough. I wouldn't say he's tougher than I expected, because I think anybody that's getting the ring is tough. You know, it takes a certain mindset for you to step in the ring. So I knew he was tough, and when by like the 4th or 5th round, when I see he wasn't going nowhere, you know, we just stuck to the game plan. We started working on things that we worked on in the gym.
Tevin, what about a fight with the WBC titleist Miguel Burchell and Eddie? Is that fight possible? I believe Burchell's with Golden, with a promoter. Yeah.
All these guys, you know, want to fight the champions. First things first is to take Tevin home to Philadelphia in March. We'll announce that show probably next week. And you know, he's been on the road. You know, he fought for the title. He had to go to Australia to do that. He went to Chicago, to Boston, now to New York. And he needs 2 or 3 weeks off. He's probably the most active world champion in world boxing right now, and we'll announce his Philly return for March next week. Any more questions, guys, for Tevin Farmer? Yes, sir.
You started here from Lab City, fight city last call. I know you want big fights, you want unification fights. Is there a plan down the road to fight Gervonta Davis?
Say that again?
Is there a plan for you to fight Gervonta Davis? I mean, if that's a fight you wanted, is there a plan to maybe do this year later on?
I've been wanting to fight him. That's the guy that I'm over right now. You know, if the fight happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. Leonard Ellaby said, "There's no way in the world that Gervonta is fighting me on DAZN." And the crazy part about it is, I never heard such a thing when DAZN is paying all the money. So why would I go to Showtime to fight for nothing when I'm over here with DAZN and making more money? It just don't make sense. Read between the lines.
Right there.
You getting paid.
Right there.
Gervonta hasn't been at.
Yeah, I'll speak to that, and the answer is this: you should never ever take an opportunity away from a fighter to earn a lot of money and to unify the division. If it's another network, it's ridiculous. If they come up with an offer that I can't afford to pay Tevin Farmer, I'll let him fight on Showtime, of course. It's not a problem, because at the end of the day, Tevin Farmer's career is going to be defined by fights like that. So whether it's Pachel, whether it's Gervonta Davis, all those guys, he has to be in those fights. Next, it will be a hometown defense in March. Then it will probably be a mandatory.
We're at 2300 or the chorus center?
The chorus.
The chorus.
That's the one we like.
Right on.
You like that one? Is that okay?
Temple.
We're there. We're there.
All right. Right on.
Quite possibly John O'Carroll, yeah. He drew for the final eliminator, and these guys got a nice thing going on social media with John O'Carroll, and the weekend we look to go will probably be St Patrick's weekend. So Tevin at home in Philly against an Irishman would work out.
Last question.
Tevin, in DAZN's, or excuse me, in HBO, in Metro Boxing's last card in the theater at Madison Square Garden, Alberto Machado had a very impressive first-round knockout. Is that a unification fight you're interested in making, although he is a regular champion?
I mean, it can be a unification about being a regular champion. I mean, respect to Machado, he's a great guy. And I feel like he deserved to be the Super World Champion because he knocked out the Super World Champion. And when that guy from Baltimore won, they degraded Machado and upgraded him, which don't make any sense. But like I said, that's still a fight that I would take. And bring me anybody. I want all the champions. I want all the belts. And I'm not just talking. My team back me up, my promoters. And we ready for anybody.
Anybody.
Right, guys, a shout out as well to Lou DeBella, who's not well. He'll be back in action soon, and Alex, Don Broth and BBA partners, and once again a big round of applause for the IBF Super Featherweight Champion.
Let's go, champ!
Vámonos para el carajo que tengo hambre.
Right here. You calling him out?
Celebrate.
First of all, primeramente, gracias por estar aquí. Thank you very much for, for the great coverage, everything that you guys do, sending the message out. We greatly appreciate it from Golden Boy Promotions to you. First of all, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year. Tonight was a great night. Tonight was a great night for Canelo. I think he showed not only his patience, his great body work, but he showed that he can hang in there with the big boys at 168 pounds. And look, and I told everyone, and I didn't promote this fight as being the toughest for Canelo, but it wasn't the easiest, just because of the weight difference and moving up in weight, and all that. So I first have to congratulate Canelo for being, I believe, the 9th Mexican fighter born in Mexico to have captured three divisions, 3 world titles in 3 divisions. So that's a big feat in itself. So congratulations, Canelo. We had a sellout, 20,112. That's an official sellout, so it's not bad not bad for Canelo. Canelo did a wonderful job. He solidified the fact that he's a global superstar. He can fight anywhere and fill up stadiums. And that's thanks to the fans who make everything happen. So we greatly appreciate you. But first off, before we bring up Canelo, which is coming shortly, I want to introduce to you a young man who is on his way. Who is on his way to big things, and we at Golden Boy Promotions are really excited about this next young man who I'm going to introduce to you. You saw him fight tonight. He had a wonderful performance. He has a new team. He has a new trainer. He looked sharp today, but like he admits, he still needs a couple of fights to adjust with Eddie Reynoso and with Canelo in camp. So I'm happy to say that Ryan Flash Garcia will be fighting for a world title next year shortly, and we're really excited about him. And so without any further ado, Ryan Garcia to say a few words. Ryan.
Hey everybody, I want to thank God for blessing me with this victory. I want to thank my team, Eddie Reynoso, Canelo, my dad, my family for supporting me while I was in camp. I was away for 2 months, away from everybody. But I mean, I was living on the beach, so it wasn't too bad. But other than that, I had a strong camp. We worked on a lot of things that I needed to fix. And, coming into this fight, I just wanted to show everybody, how much I'm determined to prove that I could really fight. I'm not just on Instagram, and I could really do this thing. So that's really what I wanted to show. Oh, any questions, guys? Guy right here.
Ryan, did you ever really question if you were just an Instagram star? Did you ever question that? You knew, right? How good you were?
I didn't ever question that because I had 225 amateur fights. A lot of people don't know that. I was the 15-time national champion. I made the USA team. I didn't go to the Olympics because they changed the age requirements to 19 years old. I was 17. They took off the headgears. And I wanted to do this for my family, so I went pro.
Ryan, with this Viva Mexico, you won a lot of Mexican followers. And the people is yelling, Viva Mexico, Mexico, when you are fighting.
Well, I mean, it feels special to my heart because, you hear a lot of people on the internet say, because I don't speak Spanish, that doesn't mean I'm not Mexican. I mean, my whole family's Mexican. I go to all the family parties. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, I have the Mexican blood in me, so I was just honored, and I felt good that everybody was cheering that while I was fighting.
Esta para Oscar, por favor. Oscar, la gente dice que Ryan es el siguiente Oscar de la olla. Cuando lo viste pelear, te viste cuando eras joven.
No, yo creo que Ryan está escribiendo su propia historia. La mía ya está escrita. Ryan está escribiendo su propia historia y va a hacer cosas grandes como lo hizo los pasados campeones, como lo hizo yo, y ahora le va a tocar a Ryan. He said that if I see myself in Ryan, and if he reminds me of me, and he said, look, he's gonna write his own story. Ryan has a bright future. I'm sure he'll get to a world title and win many world titles, just like past champions did, just like I did. But Ryan will write his own story.
Right. Eddie Reynoso, one of the best trainers in boxing. What was it like to work out with him? What does he do to make you so great?
I mean, it's because he treats you like family, and you just get into camp and everybody, is all chill, and they want the best for you, and that's what I felt. If I didn't feel that, then my performance wouldn't have been good, but I felt like such a chemistry with the camp. Everybody welcomed me open arms, and that was the best part of it, and he's a badass trainer.
Andrew Rosario, On the Scene Sports. how much inspiration do you get from watching Canelo fight? What does that do for you?
Well, coming to this camp, just watching him spar, train, and everything, you can see just the mindset he had, and that he never thinks he's too high. You know, he always stays humble and keeps working on his craft. So, you know, that inspired me to never think I got so good. I never got to a point where I can't be beat. I got to keep training hard and keep working hard. So, yeah, he is an inspiration to me.
Ryan, back here. I know you said, next year is when you plan to fight for world title. When do you want to fight somebody who's going to challenge you? Right now, everything's going well. Plan A works perfect. When do you expect to maybe fight maybe a Tony Luis, a Devin Haney, somebody who they're going to stand right in front of you, they're going to give you a hard time, they're going to say basically, no, you got to do something different against this.
Well, when that time comes, I'll be very, very prepared for those fights. Those are fights that I would love to have. Everything's a process. I'm going to trust my team. In the past, I would say, let's do it right now, but I want to take my time with this. I want to savor every moment, and I want to enjoy this ride. So whenever it happens, I will be prepared, and I will be ready to go.
Hi, Garcia. Uriel de Televisión. Talking about your fight, did it throw you off a little bit all he was doing in the ring to try to make you miss or make you get off your fight?
Well, at the weigh-ins, he pushed me, and at that moment, I knew he was going to do a lot of stuff to throw me off my game while fighting. So going into the ring, I knew I just had to stay composed. I knew he couldn't beat me. His skills, I knew I had a lot of advantages on him. I just had to stay focused. Even when he was hitting me with low blows, I was just like, I even touched his hand, like, I just got to stay focused. I'm not even going to give him the satisfaction of me saying, nah, I don't want to touch the glove. I just gave him his respect and kept going.
Ryan, Alden Kodak to the Fight City. You're a very good fighter, 20 years old. The two titleists, the two unified champions at lightweight right now are very accomplished. Do you see yourself fighting at 135 for your first title fight, or maybe moving down to 130 to fight some more reasonably experienced fighters before that?
130 is going to be tough for me just because I've been fighting at 130 pounds since I was 16, 15 years old. At this point, 135 will probably be my first title shot because 130 is just too hard. I was killing myself to get to 130. When I fought Jason Velez, I basically couldn't move going to the weigh-in. So 135 would be the ideal weight for me to get a world title. Any more questions? Good? Okay, thank you guys.
I just want to say a couple of, point out a couple of things. Tonight, Canelo fighting at 168 showed that he can either fight at 160 or 168. So we've already set aside the T-Mobile Arena for the weekend of Cinco de Mayo in Las Vegas. We have no opponent whatsoever. Zero. We're not even thinking about nobody. We're going to enjoy the holidays. We are going to enjoy our families. And then as a team, collectively, we will choose who Canelo is going to fight. Whether it's at 168 or at 160. So he has many choices right now as we speak.
Oscar. Oscar. Oscar.
So Oscar, so you're announcing this fight. You're not saying who you may fight or at what weight. So at what point will that be determined? And what if there's a groundswell of another Triple G fight? Is that a consideration?
No, I will have an answer for you right after the holidays. Like I said, he just came off this fight. We're gonna enjoy this moment. But like I said, whether it's at 168 or 160, there are plenty of challenges out there for Canelo.
Oscar, Verónica de Telemundo, ¿me puedes decir en español? En español lo que acabas de decir sobre el 5 de mayo para el próximo año.
Sí, el Canelo, tenemos apartado el 4 de mayo, que son las fiestas, obviamente, de Puebla. El 5 de mayo, ese fin de semana. Pero no tenemos contrincante, y estamos pensando en contrincante. No hay nadie, ni ningún nombre que hemos pensado, pero ahora que el Canelo peleó en las 168 libras, tenemos más opciones en las 160 o 168 libras.
And Oscar, I know, like you said already, you're waiting until after Christmas, which is more than understandable, but
yes.
Why not count Lemieux out? I know Lemieux's a great puncher, but we've seen against Saunders and Golovkin that at this level, he's limited. So why not go after one of the other top middleweights, Andre, Jacobs, or Charlo in May?
And who's saying I'm not?
The hints all week was that
we're going to go after the top guys. I mean, Canelo has been fighting the top guys. I mean, who fights Golovkin back to back? You know, look, we have, or Canelo has proven over and over, and Canelo wants to fight the very best. There's no doubt about it. We're just not saying now who he's going to fight, but fighting him at 168 has opened the doors to new possibilities, to new opponents. You know, now he can choose from a pool of many fighters from 160 to 168. So, I mean, yeah, the pool has gone bigger.
Just to get around from it, I know you've been going back and forth with Dana White. Would you want a rematch with another promoter, Floyd Mayweather, maybe, since you're open to fighting promoters again?
I wish. There's not one day that passes by that I wish I could fight, but my days are over. Yeah, thank you.
Oscar, right here. How does the design deal come into
I'm sorry, I can hear you.
Sorry, can you hear me now? Yeah. How does the zone deal come into factor in Canelo's opponents? There's a fear within different boxing circles, fans and media that because he has guaranteed money, because there's not this need to push and promote these new events and new fights, that he may ease off on the opponent that he's choosing. There may not be a push from Golden Boy with a desire to make those kind of fights that he's been in the past. How does all of that factor in?
I mean, everyone knows that our reputation at Golden Boy, I mean, look, first of all, we work with every promoter in the world. We work with every promoter in the world. We work with anybody to make the best fights happen. Last year we worked with Bob Arum. We made Linares versus Lomachenko, and we lost, and so be it. But it was a great fight. We worked with other promoters. I mean, we work with Eddie Hearn. We work with anybody, and that's not going to change. We are going to bring you the best fights. And like I said before this event here tonight, I didn't promote this fight as the toughest opponent for Canelo or the easiest. We promoted this event as trying to make history and have Canelo capture a world title in the third division. So now that he accomplished that, yeah, now we're back to the drawing board. Now we're back where the train, you know, belongs, on those rails, you know, to stardom, to history. And so look, the pool is huge now with fighting at 168 and 160, and we're going to challenge the very best.
I would like to see Canelo Alvarez versus Danny Jacobs or Andre, one of the trials.
That's a great fight. I love it. I love it. And either one of those guys I love, and we're not counting them out at all.
As a middleweight, Canelo Alvarez for Amir Khan. I wish Canelo had an eighth of the nuts you had, Oscar.
Thank you.
I wish he would.
All right, let's give Rocky a hand. Hey, let's give Rocky a hand. Congratulations, Rocky.
Canelo fought
It was a tough fight, but we want to take our hat off to you and to Eddie Hearn, and congratulations, and thank you for taking the fight and you know, being the great champion that you are.
say. He's elite fighter, Canelo, you know, I went in there, you know, tried to do my best, and, you know, that's what elite fighters are like, so. As I never shied away from the challenge. The phone call I got was Canelo wanted to fight you, so I said yeah, Madison Square Garden, and it's been a great week. Met some great people. You know, I dare to be great. I lived the dream, but you know, I'll come again. I'll come back. After Canelo, respect him. Great fighter, and you know, I'll come back.
How are you? I'm good. With Andrew Rosario on the Steam Sports. How surprised were you at his power?
Can we keep it quiet, please, over there? Can we keep... Thank you.
Sorry, Rocky. Andrew Rosario on the Steam Sports. We talked at the press conference on Tuesday. How surprised were you at his power, especially to the body?
Yeah. He's strong, you know, like, I was catching with some shots, but he just, you know, he kept going forward and that, and it was more, just the body shots were more like the wind was getting tucked away, like the rib, not like there's still a bit of a wind getting tucked, so he placed the shots well, and you know, he caught me, and I stood there too long. I thought I'd try and mix it with him when I shouldn't have, and as I said, like, you see the height of me compared to, I should have kept it long, but you know, I just stood there with someone who was elite and who was strong, and he caught me, and you know, I give it everything, and the better man won.
Rocky, after the fight with Canelo, how do you describe Saul Alvarez as a fighter? How do you describe it now that you fight with him?
You see his record, and you know, heavyweight world champion, so he's a elite fighter, he's the number one, isn't he? So he does everything well, his timing's good, his shot selections are good, and his presence, just not being there and making me work when I didn't have to, but I knew I shouldn't switch off, and I had to be on my game, and I never kept it long, I just stood there. So he's a elite fighter, he's a great fighter, and you know, it was his night, he got me.
Rocky, okay. So how would you compare Canelo's power to Colin Smith, and how would you see that fight playing out? They were to get into the ring with each other.
Howard, it's more the shots you don't see, and the time of the shot, but you know, both similar, you know, both got similar power, you know, Canelo's strong, so his shot selections are good, so is Colin, the timing's good, so that'll be a good fight.
Rocky, over here. This is Brent Rainey. If you was to compare Canelo's power to other 168 fighters that you have faced, how would you compare his power to other fighters, and do you think he has the ability to hang in with other fighters on 168?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. You know, elite power, that's that next level power, and he's got it. He's got it all. He's got the time and the speed. He puts the shot together well, as I said, so I think he can mix it with any super middleweight.
And Rocky, we often talk about Canelo's aggressiveness, body punching, but how good is his speed? Is he the fastest guy you fought as well?
Yeah, definitely. He's the best of four, to me. Like, he's speed, power, you know, footwork, defense, everything. He's got everything, and yeah, he's the best to beat him with, and you know, I'm gutted, but I got in there with someone who's elite, you know, from my background where I've come from. To get in, to make it here and get in with Canelo, you know, is a big achievement for myself.
Rocky, over here. There's some fights sometimes that just ruin fighters, either because they got beat up too much or it was just a bad outing. Going forward, I know that you plan to continue, you plan to win, but how do you get over it? What do you think is going to be the biggest thing to overcome from this fight?
Eddie, what's next? What's next? That's good, no. No, I say I got 2 defeats, no, 2 stoppages to 2 world champions. One's a world champion now, Callum, and Canelo 3 weeks. But I'll come back, and I come back from the Canelo defeat when no one gave me a chance. I come back, give it everything, can become a world champion. So, I've just been in with the best pound-for-pound fighter, and I'll come back, and what the fighters do is the comeback what counts, and I'll spend time with my family at Christmas, and then I get back in the gym in the new year and learn and keep going.
Rocky, since you already fought Canelo, and would you consider him to be the best fighter of today? Would you consider Canelo to be the best fighter of today?
Yeah, top 3 up there. Yeah, I mean, for me, I like Terence Crawford and Lomachenko and that, but he his record speaks for himself, and 3-weight world champion, so yeah, he's probably the best. One of the best.
On your left.
How did you feel when the stoppage class? You feel bad?
No, didn't feel bad. Yeah, no, I mean, a couple of body shots took the wind a bit, but I knew where I was. I knew everything. I was okay. Do you know what I mean? It just, I don't know, caught the body shots that took the wind a bit, and he was coming forward. He was there. 12 rounds on me, so but I tried to fight back, and I got caught, so but I was okay though.
Were you surprised how quickly you managed to get on the inside and get close?
Yeah, for me I should have kept it long, the size and that, but they need to roll it into me, and I didn't listen in times, and I tried to stay there and mix it. I think I would use my weight and my height and that, and my steps, but to come on stuff and it caught me.
Fighting for the time, get Jamie's view.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Thank you everyone as well, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We were just told Canelo will be here less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. Sorry.
Oscar, can you talk about some 2019 Golden Boy plans? Some of the other guys we're going to be seeing?
Yeah. We have January 26th with Munguia. We're happy to announce that we signed a multi-fight deal with Munguia and Sanfer Promotions. So we want to thank our partners, Sanfer Promotions. He will be fighting in Houston, January 26th. And he will be fighting Inoue, Takashi Inoue. I believe he's a Japanese, ranked number 4 in the world, undefeated. So that's our plan. Headlining, obviously, at the Toyota Center in Houston. So we're really looking forward to that one. So we'll take a few days off and back to the grind.
Munguia, he's a monster. 154. Too early or not appropriate to think about an all-Mexican showdown with him and Canelo at some point, maybe?
Too early now. He's obviously fighting at 154. As you see, Canelo's fighting at 160 or 168. But yes, you're right. Munguia is a monster.
Oscar on the right.
Canelo already said that 168 is going to be his max. So, current light heavyweight champion Dimitri Bivol said he's willing to come down to 168 to fight Canelo. Would that be a fight that would interest you, or is that probably a little too risky?
Well, we have to see. I mean, we have to see. Look, Canelo is has a target on his back, you know, and everybody wants to fight him. Everybody wants to challenge him. I'm pretty sure. Anthony Joshua wants to challenge him as well. You know, we have to take a look at all the 60-pound fighters and 68 first. You know, I mean, and there's so many challenges out there for him. So before we think about light heavyweights and Bivol, I think we should just focus on the 60-pounders and the 68-pounders.
Oscar, I apologize if you kind of already talked about this, but a couple days ago you told me that you didn't want this fight, you didn't want this weight class. So how impressed are you right now, and are you now comfortable with him campaigning at 168?
I do feel very comfortable. I mean, it just doesn't seem to amaze me, like how powerful he is and how that much better he's getting every single fight. You know, he looks solid at 168. He looks comfortable. So after this performance, you know, I'm still a little weary of facing him with the top guys at 168 because you never know. And it's like I said, this wasn't the toughest challenge at 168. It wasn't the easiest as well, but you know, I mean, he looked very comfortable in there, very, very comfortable.
Oscar right here. Now that you had a full experience with the zone, what is your impression with the zone? Now it's concluded, Canelo versus Fielding.
I'm very, very impressed with the zone. I was sitting next to the owner, and I believe it was his first fight, and he was ecstatic. He was so motivated to continue even pumping even more money into the sport of boxing. And that's music to my ears, because I can now rest assured that boxing is alive and well for many years to come. And the last words he told me was, "I'm sorry, Oscar, but pay-per-view is dead." And I agree with him. I believe that with all the resources that this gentleman has, he's going to make any fight happen on his platform, the zone. So I was very, very impressed.
Oscar, Chris Connor here from Last Final Fight City. You mentioned Jamie Megan, you signed him to a multi-fight deal, as you said. The top guys at 154 are all without Heyman. I know that you and Al have a complicated relationship. So what's the future for Jamie going forward? Can we see him maybe at 160 if you don't get a good deal for Jamie against, let's say, a Lara, a Charlotte, one of those guys?
Yeah, look, I mean, like I said, we're willing to work with anybody, and we've proved that in the past. Eric has a wonderful relationship with Al Heyman. Me, not so good, but Eric has a great one with him. And Eric's made deals with Al Heyman with no problem whatsoever. So I can set my ego aside just to bring you the best fights possible. That's it. That's the bottom line. I mean, that's what Golden Boy's all about, you know? So this is what we're all about. I mean, look, we want to make the best fights. That's it.
Oscar, te pido un breve resumen de lo que te deja esta noche este evento aquí en el Madison Square Garden, pero como promotor, ¿qué te deja este evento?
No, pues estoy muy agradecido por los fans que salieron a apoyar al Canelo, que salieron a apoyar al boxeo. Y el Canelo obviamente demostró nuevamente que él es un gran campeón y sigue siendo un gran campeón y está mejorando y está creciendo. Madison Square Garden es una arena muy especial. Te saca lo mejor de ti. Así que estoy muy agradecido por Nueva York y por Madison Square Garden y por el Canelo, que demostró nuevamente lo que es el Canelo. Y el Canelo es un peleador serio, un peleador bien dedicado a su deporte y quiere ser historia, la máxima historia que él pueda hacer. Así que esta noche estoy muy contento y muy agradecido.
Oscar, buenas noches.
Very soon, and he's a very impressive fighter. We have our eye very close on him, and he's on the verge. Next year is going to be a big year for Duno, so we're really excited about him. He keeps proving once again, day in, day out, that he belongs on the biggest stage there is to fight in. So I think by the second quarter, third quarter, I think he'll be ready.
Oscar, buenas noches. Felicitaciones por este gran show. Todo por el Sports. Recién hablábamos de la arena, lo que había significado que el Canelo tenía que haber Madison Square Garden. Vos en la semana hablaste del Estadio Azteca. Ya sabemos que en mayo no va a ser, pero en México se generó mucha expectativa y creo que sería una forma también de seguir haciendo historia. ¿Cuándo podemos ver el Canelo en el Azteca?
Sí, no, eso lo vamos a hablar. Y estoy muy contento. Mira, yo estoy feliz y contento a la misma vez de que ya no va a haber pay-per-view, ¿verdad? Porque mi carrera se hizo en pay-per-view y ahora ya no va a haber pay-per-view. Pero lo que hace The Zone, esta nueva plataforma digital, se presta para llevar al Canelo a diferentes partes del mundo. Y un sueño de Saúl, un sueño mío, siempre ha sido promover una pelea en el Estadio Azteca. Así que eso lo vamos a hablar con el gobierno mexicano, con Emilio Escárraga, lo vamos a hablar. Tenemos mucho apoyo en México, así que el gran Julio César Chávez tiene el récord, creo que es 130,000 almas en el Estadio Azteca, y eso lo hizo el señor Escárraga con el equipo de Chávez. Y yo he escuchado de que Emilio, el hijo, quiere tratar de igualar la historia que hizo su papá y Julio César Chávez con el Canelo, así que eso lo vamos a platicar. He asked me if it's possible to fight Canelo at Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, and I told him, look, this is the wonderful relationship we have with the Zone, is that we now have the liberty to fight anywhere around the globe, whether it's here in New York, whether it's in all over the world, and including Mexico City and Estadio Azteca, and it's a big possibility. So we're extremely proud and happy that we can form this alliance with the Zone, because they've allowed us to promote Canelo all over the world. So he's walking now. So the new 168-pound champion, the WBA 68-pound champion, Saúl Canelo Álvarez. Saúl.
Muchas gracias a todos, gracias por todo su apoyo. La verdad estoy muy contento por esto. Cerramos muy bien el año y
pues muy contento por todo el apoyo, agradecido con Golden Boy, con mi equipo, con Dizon, empezaron a sí, con el Madison Square Garden también me han tratado muy bien, ahorita fueron a darme un regalo con una placa muy importante donde pues ahí marca la historia, ¿no? Marca esta historia y me siento muy contento y agradecido con todos.
Thank you all. Thank you for your support. I'm happy for this to end the year well. I'm happy for everyone's support. I'm thankful to my team, Golden Boy Promotions, to DAZN, to MSG2. They've treated me really well. They also gave me a gift. It was an important plaque, and just happy to be marking history.
Congratulations on your victory tonight, Andrew Rosario on Scene Sports. Coming into this fight, given the fact that he had a height and a reach advantage, how important was it for you to establish your fight game on the inside and take advantage of the body shots that you did to hurt him?
No, eso era lo que planeamos, ¿no? Golpear al cuerpo. Creo que él cometió el error para golpearlo al cuerpo y gracias a Dios pues hicimos lo que teníamos que hacer para ganar.
He had to hurt the body, and that's what we worked on, to hit hard to the body, and thank God everything well.
Saúl, descríbeme por favor, si es tan amable, lo que significa no solamente la meta del título. Creo que la meta del Madison Square Garden, lo decía Oscar, saca lo mejor de ti o te puede devorar. ¿Cuál fue tu experiencia?
The question was, please describe not just winning the title, what it means to you, but also fighting here at Madison Square Garden.
No, es una experiencia muy bonita, la verdad que el cariño de la gente, a cualquier lugar que me presento siempre me tratan muy bien. Estoy muy contento de haber estado aquí, espero no sea la última, espero sea la primera de muchas. Me siento muy contento, agradecido con la gente que vino a apoyarme y pues el sentimiento realmente describirlo es muy difícil, pero es un honor haber estado aquí y haber compartido con la gente de Nueva York.
It's a nice experience. The people here have always treated me well. They've treated me very kindly, so I'm happy to be here, and I hope it's not the last time I'm here. I hope it's the first of many. So I'm happy and I'm thankful to all the people who came to see me. A feeling to describe this, it's hard to describe this, but it's an honor to be here and to share it with all the people here in New York.
Canelo, based on the success tonight, are you actually feeling really comfortable about the idea of staying up at 168? Were you surprised at how well your power allowed you to move up?
Bueno, no sabemos, ahorita vamos a disfrutar de los triunfos, después nos vamos a sentar a ver qué es lo que viene y ver qué es lo que vamos a hacer.
We don't know. Right now we're going to enjoy our victory, and then we'll sit down and then we'll see what's going to happen after.
Sí, Canelo, que antes de la pelea vimos un tweet del presidente López Obrador donde te desea suerte. Y Oscar de la Hoya dijo hace unos minutos que está muy contento con el éxito de DAZN y que eso le permite salir de Estados Unidos y que va a hablar otra vez con el señor Azcárraga, que fue el que hizo la de Chávez contra KOing, dio 132,000 ahí en el Estadio Azteca. Y bueno, que todas las condiciones están dadas, también dijo que hablar con el presidente mexicano. ¿Tú crees que esté todo ya más sólido después de esta victoria? La presentación.
The question was, seeing as you won tonight, you saw a tweet by President in Mexico wishing you well in this victory. Talking about potentially having a fight, next Canelo's fight in Mexico. Do you see with this victory it more possible to have a fight at el Estadio Azteca?
Bueno, yo no he platicado de esto con ellos, creo que, pero lo que sea, cualquier parte de México pelear para mí es un honor y siempre es un orgullo, ¿no? Hay que sentarnos a platicar, pero para mí pelear en México es un orgullo y es un honor.
I haven't talked with him about this, wherever it is and whenever it is in Mexico, it's always an honor and it fills me with pride. We have to sit and talk about it, but it would always fill me with honor and pride to be able to fight in Mexico.
Canelo, straight back here. Congratulations on the knockout tonight. Rocky Fielding came in here and said that you were the best fighter he ever fought, that you were the fastest fighter that he ever fought, and that he stood with you and didn't move. But when you were throwing those body punches, What did he feel like to you? Did he feel like you were hurting him with every single shot? You landed 35 body punches.
No, bueno, es lo que planeamos, ¿no? Hacer. Sabíamos que tenía esa debilidad de poderlo golpear al cuerpo. Y pues sí, cada golpe que le daba al cuerpo sentía que lo lastimaba y ahí era mi pelea.
That's what we planned. We knew that he had that weakness, so he's susceptible to the body shots, and each one that landed, I felt like that hurt it. And that's what we did.
And one other question, Canelo.
Sí.
You fought this fight at 160. The possibility of you going back to 160. How hard do you think it will be for you to go back 7-8 pounds lower than what you were?
Siempre sacrificio para marcar eso, pues es normal, pero me siento muy bien también en la 160.
No, good at 160 pounds, and it's normal. It's always a sacrifice, and it's normal to sacrifice to make weight, but I still feel good being able to make 160 pounds.
Okay. I think it's important that the media knows that also recently Saul at his best moment do a great card thing, support a little boy, number 100,000 little boy from a foundation, big foundation in Mexico, 22 years old, the foundation. And because of that, I think it's important that you know, Oscar and Saul, that Emilio Azcárraga Jr. told me last week, please tell them that it will be a dream for me, a dream made possible if soon, whenever he thinks, he come to Estadio Azteca and break that. So he's ready, he's gonna do everything that you need to try to do soon when you think it's right.
Muchas gracias a todos, gracias por todo su apoyo y nos vemos el siguiente año.
Thank you for that. Thank you for all your support, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you very much. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and have a happy New Year.
Good to see you. No, I didn't get cut off. He said I'm out.
I know you say you're right.
Esta fue la rueda de prensa de Canelo Álvarez tras derrotar a Ron Fielding.
El cubo, Uriel, el cubo.
Francia, ¿recuerdas? El coñac. ¡Arriba, mi Chepo!
Y luego es muy valiente, ¿eh? Quiere pelear el güey. Cree que está en México el pendejo. Y no me toca y se va a la cama.
Allá mañana, temprano, a las 7. De la guardia más cerquita, por eso. Aterrizamos allí y ya de regreso. Una media hora más.
All right, guys, that's it for tonight. That's it for the post-fight press conference for Canelo Fielding. You guys can rewind if you guys missed it. And also here on Fino Boxing, we will have some interviews for you guys to check out. So thanks for tuning in. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Thanks. See you next time.